Alright, welcome back. So today we are dealing with gears. These are all the Traxxas Spur gears I have, and I wanted to talk about, like I've been talking about, the new 44 tooth Spur gear. 6438. 44 tooth. Nobody's ever made a 44 tooth. I keep seeing comments over and over and over again. You should have bought a Vidavon, you should have bought this. Nobody makes this gear, not for a cush drive. Traxxas, just announced this on the new Max Slash, that this was optional gearing for that RC to hit the 70 miles an hour. And because of that, I think it's really opened up something for the whole Traxxas line of RC cars, this 44 tooth Spur. This is my wide Xmaxx Ultimate, and every time I've run this RC, it's been uneventful, underpowered, is what it felt, and it's all has to do with the gearing in it. Even though we got the hardened, 46 tooth Spur in here by Traxxas, and we took out the original, I think it was the 50 tooth Spur. Yeah, they came with 54s. So we put a 46 in it, hardened. These are what came in it. And these were 54. 18 is just really slow. So I put the 46 in it. And on the standard Xmaxx, it felt okay. 1846 was okay. But with the belted tires and the wide kit on this, it's really uneventful. So we're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to gear this thing up to where I feel it should be. I think I'm going to go with 2344. And let's see how far we can push one of these before they start to overheat. 2044 we've already done in the standard Xmaxx. Now on the Ultimate with the wide kit, we're going to overgear this thing and take it out, rip it, and see if it's going to overheat. See how long we can run it and see what kind of speed we can get out of this. So the plan is to get in here and see if I can still keep the pin system. Am I going to have to remove the pin system? Which I don't mind removing the pin system on this this RC because it's got the upgraded washers for the motor. It should work out pretty good. So let's get into that. Installing, I think we're going to go 4423 on the Pinion, but let's start taking it apart and see what we can get to fit. Go ahead and pop off the cover. Now we got to do the cush drive. The aluminum cover. So as we see, 46 tooth, that's what I've been running this thing on. Now we got to take out these motor screws. And this has got a Max 6 in it. Both my Ultimates, I went ahead and put a Max 6 in it. So this is the first time that I'm pulling the motor out. And to do this Pinion, it's got the C-clip on it. So let's see what it says in there. So it has a 2446 setting on it. 2646. So I wonder if 2646, which would be I, would be enough for a 2344. But we'll find out. I'm really curious to see, I've been trying this 44 tooth in a bunch of different RC cars from Traxxas, mainly my Xmaxxes and the Max Slash. I really think it's been doing spectacular. So we got a hardened 46 that we can put with the pile of spurs that I have for Xmaxxes. You can see I don't really break gears. I do change them out to the 46 a lot. That's why I have so many of them. 46 or 50, depending on what was in stock back in the days. But now this new 44, this is the last one I have. So I'm going to order up some more because I think I'm going to run this gear ratio in a lot of my RCs. It's one limiting factor that I had with Traxxas. Now some people did the cush drive elimination and then you can just run a shaft. But for me, for one, wasn't worth spending all that money. I don't have a problem with these shafts. I have bent one, and then I thought I was having an issue, but it turned out to be the mesh on the idler to the center diff was creating a funky noise. And I literally thought it was the mesh from this cush drive to the pinion because they wobble. They get tight and loose, tight and loose. But turns out it wasn't that. And for such an old platform that the Xmaxx is, really pretty cool to finally see a 44 tooth. Now I know the brand new Xmaxx, they made some modifications to the standard Xmaxx. I think it's $1,100 now. It changes, they put some belted tires on it and they did a gear swap in it, but I don't know if that gear swap is enough, because I still think I would change it. And we're going to work on this pinion. Oh, and it's got the bushing for the back, for the mesh, for the Traxxas gear. And we have a Traxxas 23 tooth 6481X. So with the bushing, all we should have to do is push this on, tighten it down, and put our clip on, and it should be lined up. Say bushing, but it's a spacer. Makes it for easy mesh. There we go. Clips on. And then we're going to try moving these pins. What does it say? It says I, which is all the way. Might be too much. Yeah, it's still tight. Too much. Yeah, that opened up too much. See that? That's good now. I don't think I had it. Put the pins back in I. I don't think it was sitting flat. I think the fan was hitting. Yeah, that's feeling good. We're going to go with I on the pins for now. Oh, way too tight. There we go. Remember, I've always said there's a little slop in them. So you can always pry them left or right and set up mesh. Mesh is perfect right there. So we used I for 2344, which is the 2446 setting on the pin system, and had to adjust the motor, mesh it away just a little bit. I'm hoping that I'll get some more speed out of this this RC, because it was really lacking it on the jumps. Not enough to rotate it real good. I can get one backflip, but it had to be like the perfect air, the perfect launch. I'm hoping this will be better. 2344. Leave a comment. How fast do you think it'll be? 2344. Because you saw what the 2044 did. I want to say it was 52 miles an hour. I think is what we did. What do you think this one will do? Think it'll go over 52? Or are we going to achieve about the same speed with a 2344 versus the 1844 in the standard Xmaxx? I'm going to have to start writing on these covers what gear ratio I got in them. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Xmaxx Ultimate. Wide. Is it going to be the Ultimate RC with this new gear ratio? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the max speed run on the next video.